Welcome, my dear students. How are you? So, we have learned how to create various patterns, and today we are going to see how to create a menu driven program or event driven program. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to create a event driven program. Now, what is an event? Event is any action performed by the user or a system. For example, if you click a mouse, then it is called an event. If you press any key, then also it is called an event. So your system shutdowns, it is called an event. You move to some other window, that is also an event. So any action done by the system or by the user intervention is called an event. So here we are going to create a simple program um, that will proceed according to the user events, right? So for this, first of all, we need a menu, right? Now we are going to simply create a simple menu or print. We are going to actually create a simple program for calculator. Let's have a asterisk and multiply it by, let's say, 50. That will be perfectly fine. You can choose any number according to your suitability, according to your wish. Okay, and then I'm going to write another thing that is called a menu. So this will be menu. Let's have a two slashes so that it do not stick to my margin, and then I'm going to copy this piece of a code again and paste it. Okay, so this will create a line, and then there will be a menu in between, and then there will be a print statement. Okay, or if you want some more slash t, then it's perfectly fine. Now our first menu is to have an addition. Okay, so slash t add. Okay, so this is our first choice, and the second one is to, let's have subtraction, and now we have three, that is, let's say, multiplication. You can have many other options, right? So how I replicate the previous line, it is simply control D. If you press control D, then it will copy your line or duplicate your line. Okay, so 4 in place of multiplication, let's say division, divide. Okay, so these are our choices. Now according to the user wish, means, for example, if a user hits 1, then your program will perform addition on two numbers, and if he or she enters 3, then multiplication will be done. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Now we need to choose, we need to accept what is user's wish. Okay, for this, what we are going to do, we are going to have a variable called ch. It's a simple variable, and let's ask user for his choice. Input, let's say, enter your choice. Okay, that's perfectly fine. And let's have a colon in a slash, right? And then if I say ch is equals to 1, notice here I have enclosed within a double quotes. If you miss these double quotes, then your condition will always be false, because that will be a numeric, and you are comparing this ch with the numeric 1. Okay, but I haven't converted it into an integer, so ch will hold a string. Okay, so string should be equals to another string. Okay, so now it's time to take a two numbers. Actually these all values name menus take two variables, so we are going to take two variables before we are getting into the choice. Okay, so the variable a is int, and we have an input, enter number 1. So we have taken one input. Let's take a second input. I can copy, why don't I copy this? Okay, so this will be easy, right? That's perfectly fine. Just change this to 2. Okay, number 1 and number 2, we have a and b. Huh? So now the task is easy. Let's have a result is equals to Very simple, a plus b. Okay, let's correct it. Now if you want to print it, you can print it here only. I'm not going to print it here. Okay, let's make the option working for else. If ch is equals to 2, then result is equals to, obviously you can guess it, a minus b or b minus 4, whatever. Okay, or you can choose calculate max and min, and then choose to divide from greater number to smaller number. Okay, then if again, and ch is equals to 3 this time, and sorry, equals to 3, and then if result is equals to a multiplied by b. Okay, and finally else if result is equals to a divided by b. Okay, that's perfectly fine. And finally what we can do, we can print the result. Print result. Let's print the result. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So we are going to give certain options to the user, and according to the user event, for example, if he presses 1, then addition will be performed on these two numbers, and if he enters 2, then subtraction will be performed, and for 3 and 4 respectively. Here I have used else, right? And let's run this program and check it out whether this works for me or not. Okay, so you can see we have menu, and in between these two lines we have menu. 1 2 3 are 4 are the options. Now user is asked to enter the choice. I'm going to hit enter in and 1, and now number 1 is 3 and number 2 is 6, so output should be 9. Okay, now let us execute this piece of a code again, and this time I'm going to insert enter 2 because I want a division here, right? Okay, wait a minute. So let's have a 10 and let's 3. You can see this time subtraction is performed. So my program is following according to the events performed by the users. Now what if we want this to be repeated again? For example, after calculating one equation, you may want to calculate another. So how to do that? Okay, means you should not be terminating your program. So we are going to keep each and everything inside the loop. Okay, so I'm going to cut this one, write a while and true. Okay, now this is an infinite loop. Okay, if I execute this one, this will straight away from here, it will again show the menu. Let's run this program and see what happens. See, if I use 1 and 1 and 1, so obviously it displays the output and then gives you, and then prints the menu again. And then again, if you try to hit any of the option, let's say 2 10 9 1, and then again, so this is infinite. You cannot get out of this loop, and your program will always be executing, and it's an infinite loop. Okay, so it will never terminate. Now we have to find a way to terminate this. So we are going to have another option. Let's say print let's say 5/t for exit. Okay, and if here I have to modify if ch is equals to 4, that's for division, and if I use else or if ch is equals to 5, then I can simply write a break statement. Okay, wait a minute, let's correct this. Break I. So now we have ch is equals to 5, or now this will break the loop. Okay, and previously I have told you what is the function of a break. Hope you got it. So if a user enters 5, it will terminate my program. And finally we want to pass some simple message, print thank you for using my software. Okay, right? So let us execute and run whether it functions for me or not. So first of all 1, and I'm going to add 1 1. That's perfectly fine. When I hit 5, and okay, I'm having a problem. Okay, because we have already asked the number, that's why this is asking to number, but nothing is calculated. If you want it to exit before entering any value, you can place if ch equals to 5 here, and then you can simply write a break statement. Okay, so this will function and have no issues like the previous program. That's all for the day. Hope you can do it, and let's say bye.